Last season's Premier League Golden Glove winner, David De Gea, has been without a club for 9 months and counting. How is that possible? Well, De Gea's situation is extremely rare, but because of the way the cards have fallen and the timing of certain events, it's actually not as shocking as it may seem. You see, the skill set of David De Gea is not worth nearly as much in 2024 as it was a decade ago in 2014, the year in which he won his first Matt Busby Player of the Year award. Having joined Manchester from Atletico Madrid in 2011 for €25 million, his start was shaky, but with a few seasons under his belt, he became the greatest goalkeeper in the world. He would win 3 consecutive Player of the Year awards at United from 2014 to 2016, before adding a 4th in 2018. In a turbulent period filled with more managers and memes than I can remember, he was the glue that held the club together, and is a key reason United didn't go off the rails completely.
That's the annoying thing though, isn't it?
So annoying. David De Gea could save the fucking Titanic. For fuck's sake, man.
Yep, outright the best goalkeeper in the world.
The best goalkeeper in the world.
It's just facts that De Gea is the best goalkeeper in the world.
Probably rightly spoken about as being the best goalkeeper in the world.
We got the best goalkeeper in the world.
He's a world-class player. He's the best goalkeeper in the world.
He's been outstanding. He's been, like I say, the best player at Manchester United, the only top player for Manchester United in this last 5-6 years.
David De Gea never looks panicked, always looks in position. His reactions were incredible.
And De Gea, you're a superhuman, man. You can catch a bullet.
I think he's the best keeper in the world at the moment. His form, which obviously, again, Peter mentions, is not a good sign for United when he's getting man of the match most weeks.
I think he's revolutionised the goalkeeping position almost. That, you know, it's harder to get your body down and save with your hands. Use your feet. They're an asset.
And the one that's most pleasing to me of the present lot is David De Gea. When we bought him as a kid, yeah, he was frail, skinny, but he had ability. He's got special talents, and it's showing that now. And I'm really pleased for that kid. You know, I really am.
The 5-time PFA Team of the Year and 1-time FIFA Pro World 11 inclusion, won 2 Premier League Golden Gloves during his 12-year tenure, and became known for his uncanny ability to save the ball with his feet. Unfortunately, this didn't translate to his ability to use his feet to distribute the ball and play out from the back. And this is the catalyst for his current free agent status. He spent over a decade at United, and in that time, the game has changed significantly. The modern goalkeeper is not only expected to be a shot-stopping marvel like De Gea, but must also be an 11th outfielder, equally as comfortable as the rest of his teammates with the ball at his feet. The Premier League's current top goalkeepers are Brazilians Ederson and Alisson, both technically gifted and quality shot stoppers. Would you pick them over De Gea to save a one-off shot? No, but football is played and won over 90 minutes, and because of that, De Gea's value to any top team, all of whom play with a ball-playing keeper, has drastically decreased. Manchester United in particular are not excluded from that group, with the club replacing De Gea with Andre Onana, a keeper renowned for his confidence on the ball. Before his contract expired in July 2023, De Gea was reportedly earning £375,000 a week, an eye-watering figure for a man who was considered half a player in today's game. His salary dwarfed that of his contemporaries. Liverpool's number 1 Alisson Becker is reported to be on £200,000 per week, while Manchester City's Ederson is on £180,000 per week. But De Gea had agreed to a significant reduction in his wages in order to stay at the club he now called home. But the board had other ideas. The Spanish goalkeeper signed a contract extension with Manchester United, only for the club to back out of the agreed proposal. They then submitted a new proposal with an even lower salary. 545 games as a Red Devil, only for the rug to be pulled out from under you. With a return to Old Trafford no longer a reasonable option, the path towards the free agency wilderness was wide open. But where can you go after you've given your life to Manchester United? Nowhere at all is the conclusion David De Gea seems to have come to, sharing his love for United following his departure. I would like to express my unwavering gratitude and appreciation for the love from the last 12 years. We achieved a lot since my dear Sir Alex Ferguson brought me to this club. I took incredible pride every time I pulled on this shirt. To lead the team, to represent this institution, the biggest club in the world, was an honour only bestowed upon a few lucky footballers. Now it's the right time to undertake a new challenge and to push myself again in new surroundings. Despite not playing any games since the FA Cup final defeat by Manchester City, De Gea's stock is still high. He won the Golden Glove award for keeping the most clean sheets in the Premier League last season, and made his fair share of crucial saves as United finished 3rd and reached 2 domestic cup finals. Many have wondered if the club would have been better off keeping him rather than signing Andre Onana, whose start at United was even shakier than De Gea's, but he looks to be coming into his own now. De Gea himself made a few mistakes last season, most notably in the nightmare Europa League defeat at Sevilla, but he still saved them more times than he let them down. He was Spain's number 1 for more than 4 years, and was coveted by Real Madrid in 2015, only for the move to fail on transfer deadline day due to a faulty fax machine. Over this past summer, De Gea received multiple offers and inquiries, ranging from teams at the top of leagues across Europe, as well as those in the bottom half of the table. Nothing, however, could be agreed, as he was reluctant to drop down the league. There was talk of him joining Inter Milan in Serie A, but there was little appeal of replacing Andre Onana, his successor at United. The 33-year-old has since been linked with Newcastle United, a move to Saudi Arabia, multiple Spanish clubs, and also retirement. His deliberate silence, turning down multiple interview requests out of respect for his former club, has added to the mystery about his next steps. He earned a notable fortune at United, so he can't be blamed for taking time to assess his options, especially after getting married in the summer. Part of De Gea's seemingly relaxed approach to his future is that he's been enjoying being away from professional football. He made his Atletico Madrid debut in 2009 and spent 12 years under the microscope at United.
I am flabbergasted. And De Gea, I wouldn't even let him on the bus after the match. I get a taxi back to Manchester. The most overrated goalkeeper.
No,
Patrice, the most overrated goalkeeper I've seen in a long time.
Not to mention his time as Spain's number 1. After succeeding in national hero in Iker Casillas, De Gea was blamed when Spain were knocked out of Euro 2016 by Italy and suffered an embarrassing defeat by Russia in the last 16 of the 2018 World Cup. He became a punching bag for the Spanish media, to the point that then coach Luis Enrique berated journalists for their criticism of him in 2020, saying, "Blaming De Gea has turned into a vice. It turns you all on." On that front, this is the first time he has taken a step back and allowed himself a break. De Gea has kept himself fit, doing football-focused training 3 to 4 times a week, and is potentially fitter than he has been in recent years given the amount of sport he is playing. This means he would be ready to step in straight away at a club should he get a move. De Gea has remained in contact with former teammates and colleagues at Old Trafford, particularly Bruno Fernandes, United's captain and his close friend. Fernandes invests in De Gea's esports team, Rebels Gaming, and it has proven successful. The team are national champions in Valorant and Rainbow Six Siege, and are targeting international success. At this point, De Gea really is just living his best life, but there's an acceptance that unless he announces his retirement, he needs to decide on his next steps, as he is far too good a goalkeeper to hang up the gloves at 33. Edwin van der Sar had some words of encouragement for De Gea on Instagram. "David, keep the faith and believe, as I had something similar in 2001, and look what that brought me in the end." If anyone knows about a second wind, it's him. The Dutch legend enjoyed the best years of his career after joining Manchester United at age 34. There will no doubt be potential suitors, but ultimately, he has to want it. And if he does choose to retire to spend time with his family and pursue other interests, he's definitely earned it.